person's ability to control the emotions. One has to understand that with two young men with much promise going like that, it was really heart-rending. I'm a member of the Palmer's Cross New Testament Church of God, of which the Reverend Keith Bulgin is the pastor.
We understand he had to be rushed to the hospital.
Well, the family is very distraught. Contrary, they were not brought to the hospital based on their circumstances. We thought it best to have them get some medical attention, the trauma that they were going through. So that happened, and they're at home going through a stressful time, but with more comfort and more support from the community.
Could you tell me how many children they have, and the two that died, could you tell me their ages?
All right, the Bulgin's family consists of 4 children. All right, the 2 that died, Tavaris, 26, and Tavaughn, 21 years old. Tavaris left UTech probably a year or 2 ago, and Tavaughn is completing his studies at the University of the West Indies. I've been associated with the family for the past 25, going 26 years. They both grew up in our surroundings, and as you know, boys in the church, very respectful, pretty well mannered. They went through their boyhood years, their teenage years, and they made their parents proud. They never brought any reproach and any disrepute to the family or to the church.
Pursuing?
They both studied business.
Talk about the church family now. Since then, how are you? Support everything. What's the mind, the mood?
Well, I left the home probably about an hour ago or so, and I got there probably about 7:20, 7:30 this morning, and members of the church and members of the community were streaming in already. The support is overwhelming in terms of presence. Person's ability to control the emotions. One has to understand that with 2 young men with much promise going like that, it was really heart-rending. We managed to get them some medical attention, and they got back home, and people just keep streaming in. Ministers from the denomination from different geographic locations, and also ministers from other denominations came in and had prayer sessions, you know, talks, just mere beer hugs and consolation. The church members, however, are taking it real hard. Reverend Bulgin has been our pastor for over 25 years, so he has become a part of the community, and the children are no different. So it's really a hit that the community has taken. I would just want to say to the wider public, spare a moment for the Bulgin's family. It's a hard time for them. The boys, the second and the third child. The eldest child, she's pregnant and not doing pretty well.
Since you heard the
right?
news.
Well, certainly since she heard the news, she would have taken it real badly. And we want Jamaica just to stop for a while and say a prayer for these persons. I know the Christian community, and in particular the community of the New Testament Church of God folks, are praying. We were praying that we would have heard positive news in terms of recovery of life. But at this point, we have to be praying for grace, and that the presence of God will be with them as they go through this very difficult time. Not just the family, but the congregation at the Palmer's Cross New Testament Church. I'm not sure what things will be like whenever they meet again, because I know they love their pastor, but more so I know they love those boys. It was deep gut-balling when the news came that a body has been found and the possibility exists that it would have been one of them. It's just raw agony. You know, so we want for the country just to spare a prayer for them.